start off, I'm going to prime my face with my L'Oreal Lumi Magique primer. Taking a small amount like that and just placing it around. So for foundation, I'm using the 24-Hour Matte Foundation by L'Oreal. And I'm going to mix that with a little bit of the Australis Liquid Strobe drops in the shade Gold. And then just dot it around my face. And then I'm going to grab the Australis Gold drops and place that on the back of my hand. So I've taken 2 pumps. This is very messy, by the way. Again, I'm just going to dot it wherever there's foundation. I've actually been doing this a lot lately. I've been loving how it turns out. So the matte foundation and the gold drops, it just looks so nice. To blend out my foundation, I'm going to use this brush by Talia Jade. It's a angled foundation brush, flat top kabuki. Concealer, I'm going to use my Maybelline Age Rewind concealer in the shade Light Pale. Line that under my eyes, forehead, cupid's bow and chin. I'm going to use this brush by Talia Jade also. It's very flat and rounded, so it's like perfect to get in under the eyes. Blending out the concealer really nicely. To set my under eyes, I'm going to grab some translucent powder on the same brush. But I'm not going to apply too much just because I don't want it to be too matte. So it's just lightly to set it. And then I'm going to grab this big fluffy brush by Talia Jade and just dust it away. Using the same concealer to prime my eyelids, prepare them for eyeshadow. I'm going to use the same brush, but I'm going to use the side with no powder on it. And to set my eyelids, I'm going to use some translucent powder as well. I'm just using my Anastasia A10 brush to do that. Shadow today, I'm going to dive into my Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette with the shade Henna and Sandalwood as my transition shade. I'm going to use my A10 Anastasia brush to do that. So I'm going to grab Sandalwood first. I'm just placing that in the crease. I'm just grabbing henna now and applying it just below and in the same transition area. Now just running whatever's left on the brush on the lower lash line. And picking up this definer brush by Talia Jade. It's fluffy and very thin, so you can define the crease. I'm going to pick up the shade Bossy from the Rose Gold palette. Just apply that in this area here. I like these kind of brushes. I feel like they blend out colours really nicely. So this shade is actually going in my actual crease. And then just run whatever's left on the brush on the lower lash line. And picking up lastly the shade Cocoa on the same brush. I'm just going to place that right there. And then I'm going to pick up a Trust Fund on my finger. And I'm going to place that right in the center of the lid. I'm going to smudge it a little bit into the inner corners. I grab my flat Talia Jade brush and just blend the edges out. I did go in with my concealer brush with Trust Fund again, just to intensify a little bit more. I'm going to grab my flat Talia Jade brush and I'm going to pick up the shade Black Truffle. And I'm going to place that right in the outer corner and then in the inner corner also. And then grabbing the fluffy Talia Jade brush again, Bossy on it, I'm just going to blend that out. Black Truffle again and just running that on the lower lash. Making sure to bring it into the lashes as close as possible. I'm going to pick up my Clean Zoeva 228 and I'm just going to blend in here just so that it's a bit more neater. And then I'm going to grab Bossy and Cocoa again and just place those right up here. So I went ahead and applied the Lancome Le Crayon Kohl Liner in my waterline. And I'm picking up this thin definer brush by Talia Jade and the shade Black Truffle from the Huda Beauty palette. And I'm just filling in the gaps where you can see gaps in between my lashes. So I've applied mascara. I used the Benefit Roller Lash for mascara. And for lashes, I'm using Talia Jade Premium Mink Lashes in the style Rhodia. They're like so pretty and wispy. This is what they look like. So I'm going to apply those. So they're super thin, very comfortable on the eyes. I love the fact that in the middle they're not so long and so full, so you can still see the eye look that I've created through them. Yeah, they're very pretty. Moving on to the face now, I'm just going to apply a little bit of powder. This is the Fresh and Flawless by Australis powder in the shade Natural. I'm going to use my big fluffy Talia Jade brush. So very lightly, I don't want to apply too much powder, just so that I can blend out my contour, bronzer and highlight. For contour, I'm going to use my Anastasia contour kit in the shade Light to Medium. I'm going to use the shade Fawn in the middle to contour my cheekbones. I'm going to use the flat sculpting brush by Talia Jade. For bronzer, I'm going to use my Benefit Hoola bronzer and I'm going to use my Zoeva 126 brush. For blush, I'm going to use my e.l.f. blush. This is in the shade Tickle Pink. It's a very pretty pink. It's got like a nice sheen to it. I'm going to use my Inglot blush brush to apply that. I'm going to grab my Anastasia and Nicole Guerrero highlighting kit. And I'm going to pick up the shade Glow Getter on this flat Talia Jade brush. I'm just going to apply that to the brow bone. I'm going to pick up a little bit of Forever Lit and just apply that on top. I just dug my hand in the palette! And to highlight my face, I'm going to grab my A23 Anastasia brush with the same shade, Glow Getter. I'm just going to apply that right there. For lips, I'm going to line my lips with Elizabeth Arden Cocoa Rose Lip Liner. And for lipstick, I'm going to use a Black Diamond Makeup lipstick in the shade Intuition. And to set all that in place, I'm going to set it with my Inglot Makeup Fixer Spray. And that completes the look. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. And check out Talia Jade brushes and lashes. They're amazing. My brushes actually came in a leather piece, which is amazing for traveling. So I could fit all my eye makeup brushes in there when I travel, which comes in really handy because I am traveling next month. So that'll be cool to use for traveling. And the quality is just amazing. They're so beautiful, so soft on the skin, and do an amazing job. So check them out. I'll leave all her details down below, and also her lashes. Like you can see, they look amazing. check them out. They're so beautiful, so light, so comfortable, and I can't even feel I'm wearing them, to be honest with you. They're just so light and comfortable on the eyes. So check them out. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. Subscribe to my channel if you're new, and leave me your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you again so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.